Hi guys, welcome to the elementary video for October 8th and 9th. I hope you enjoyed last week telling the story of Jacob wrestling with God. For the next 4 weeks, we are going to be focusing on the story of Joseph. So we will be unpacking how God is just faithful throughout Joseph's story. And today we're going to really focus on how God redeems Joseph and how God will use Joseph's hard life and hard circumstances and he'll redeem him from it. So you will be in the verses of Genesis 37 is essentially where you're at. To start the day, we're going to just start with a fun color elimination game. It's just really kind of a fun way to get the kids thinking about colors because you're going to be transitioning into the story where we talk about Joseph's multicolored coat. And so it's just a simple little activity just to kind of, get them interacting and engaging with each other. You'll give the kids a piece of paper and you'll have them write a couple of descriptive sentences about words, phrases about what they're wearing. So like, for example, if I was doing it, I'd say yellow shirt or black pants or something to that effect. And then you'll have all the papers put into a basket. And then as you pass the basket around to the kids, you'll have them stand up. And as you pass the basket around to the kids, they'll draw a slip out. They'll read the slip. And if you have a yellow shirt, if they read yellow shirt, anybody who has a yellow shirt will sit down, and you'll just keep going through that until you've eliminated everybody but the last one standing. And you can play that if you want multiple times if they're having fun. So, like I said, today's lesson is the beginning of Joseph's story. So today you're going to talk a lot about basically the beginning, about how Joseph was favored, about how his brothers were jealous, and how Joseph probably had some pride things going on too. You'll tell the story of how Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery. And you'll talk with them and explain to them what the word redeemed means. Because that word redeem is going to carry us through the next 4 weeks because we break apart Joseph's story into 4 good chunks and we see God's faithfulness. We see God redeeming Joseph out of something really hard every single week. And so this week we're going to talk about specifically just kind of setting a foundation for us to see God's work in Joseph's life and to hopefully help the kids just really understand that God can make great things out of bad things. And we'll see Joseph stumble. We'll see hard things happen in Joseph's life. And no matter what, each time God redeems him out of it. And ultimately, at the end, God uses Joseph's life to save, all of his people. So that's your lesson for today. And your ending activity is a multicolored coat. It looks like this. They just need crayons and it's like one of those colored by numbers. One thing I did forget that when you're doing the lesson, you'll all have these coats. And so there's a couple of whiteboard activities you'll do. You'll start out with drawing, you start out by drawing 12 brothers so that they can understand how many brothers that Joseph has. And then 12 stick figures, and then you'll choose one to be Joseph, and you'll give Joseph the coat. And as you go through the story, I've kind of written it in so that the part of the story you're telling has a color to it. The brothers were feeling green with envy. Joseph was feeling blue. And as you go through it, you can just color in Joseph's coat to make it look like a multicolored coat. Just another way to help the kids keep their focus up on you while you're teaching this lesson. So if you have any questions, please just give your campus director a call. They will be happy to help you through anything. I hope you guys have a wonderful week of teaching, and I look forward to seeing you next week.